Hi guys, it's V here. Welcome back to my channel. The most popular question that I received on my TikTok videos is how can someone buy Vietnamese traditional clothing or Viet Phục? And today I'm gonna tell you how. First of all, let's talk about what Viet Phục is. So technically this term just means any clothing that is worn by Viet people, so it means both modern and traditional clothing. But based on the way that people in Vietnam use this term, it usually means the clothing of the monarchical period, which is around like 10th century to the Nguyễn dynasty, which is the last dynasty in Vietnam, and some common garments of the previous dynasties such as áo giao lĩnh, the cross collar shirt, áo viên lĩnh, the round collar shirt, áo khâm, the jacket, yếm, which is kind of like the halter top, Thường, the wrap skirt. Of course, there are some other garments that I did not list, but those are the most popular ones. Now, who are the people that sell these garments in Vietnam? Across the countries, there are several brands that sell these garments, and they all have something in common. For the majority of the brands, if you want to buy a piece of Viet Phục garment, you would have to send over your measurements. So they're more of a tailor, like there is no, different sizes as mass production, but it's more of like they will tailor and make the clothes on demand based on your measurement, which I really like because that guarantees that the garment will fit you right and that will make the garment more special. However, that also means that the price of these garments are not super cheap as opposed to if you just mass produce them in a factory, which I'm okay with. I think traditional clothing should be something that is special and you really take care of and you really value and only wear them in like special occasion, or you will put like a lot of thoughts and effort into maintaining them. Now, while it's way easier to buy these garments in Vietnam, it's still possible to buy them if you don't live in Vietnam. For example, I'm currently living in America and I can still buy them from Vietnam. These are the few things that you will need to prepare in order to shop for these garments. Number one, you need to have Facebook. E-commerce in Vietnam is totally a different word compared to, let's say, e-commerce in North America, where you have sites like Amazon and you have like these individual like small business websites that you can buy from. A lot of shops and businesses in Vietnam operate through selling things on mostly Facebook and Instagram, but I would say more likely to be Facebook. So all of these shops have Facebook pages. They are pretty active. They respond to you on Facebook really fast. So first of all, if you don't have Facebook, you gotta have that. Number two, money. Method that I feel is the most effective for buying is to have a PayPal account. Now, not every shop will offer paying and receiving money through PayPal, so I will actually list some shops down below that will use PayPal and allow people to pay through PayPal. The problem with PayPal is like there is a fee attached to them. That's something that you should pay attention to. An alternative way, if you don't have PayPal and you don't want to use PayPal, if you have relatives or friends in Vietnam, you should borrow their money, ask them to send the shop money with their banking account in Vietnam, because people usually just transfer money to the shop to pay for the product. Number three that you need to pay attention to is the shipping cost. Depending on where you live, the shipping cost can be more or less. The shops will tell you how much it will cost. They will kind of like handle all the shipping. With that being said, this is step by step of how you can contact the shop and buy the purchase. Step number one, always do your research. I advise visualize or know what piece of garments do you want, what occasion it is for. I've received a lot of comments asking me about what should they wear, if they want to wear traditional clothing on their prom night or during their graduation ceremony. I will make a dedicated video about that. A good place to do research is also Pinterest. You can just type in Viet Phục and there are so many like photo shoots and like products on there that you should save those photos and kind of like share them with the shop to explain what you like. Number 2, contact the shop through Facebook. So log on to your Facebook, search on Facebook their shop name. First you'll see like their business page and there's that message button, and you can start messaging them to start talking to them, ask for consultation, prices, things like that. You know, from my own experience, all shops are very enthusiastic. I think a lot of them can communicate in English. The next step is, if you already know what piece of garment you want to wear, you will have to select color and the type of fabric. The price of a garment usually depends on the fabric that you choose. These are some of like the common fabrics that I see across this shop. Like the cheaper ones usually are like the linen or the cotton or like the chiffon. In the middle, there are some other fabrics that I don't know the name in English, but it's called tơ xước or sa han. If you want more expensive option, there are like mulberry silk, traditional silk of Vietnam, which is like really nice, really pretty. And then there are also embroidered fabric. When you ask for the price of the garment, you should also ask for like an estimate shipping fee from Vietnam to your place. You can tell them like which country you live in. They can give you like a rough estimate of the shipping fee per kilogram. So once you and the shop figure out on the message that like what fabric do you like, what garment do you like, they will give you a price of how much it would cost. Once you have chosen your product and you finalize your order, they will ask you to send them 50% of that order through PayPal. You will pay the remaining 50% once they start shipping it to you. Once you send them that first 50% of your order, you can start measuring your body to give them the measurement. And once you have all the measurements, send it to them, they will start working on your order. How long will it take for them to tailor? It really depends on the shop, depending on the season. If it's closer to, let's say, Lunar New Year or a special festival, it's usually like takes longer for them to do something because there are a lot of people ordering from them. 2 weeks to like 8 weeks. I know that it's a pretty big range, but yeah, it really depends on the shop. When they are done with making your items, they will contact you through Facebook and ask for your actual address so that they can give like a better estimate. They can give you the number of the shipping fee that you need to pay, and then once you pay that remaining 50% plus all the shipping fees to them, they will start sending your order. And again, depending on where you live in this big globe, it would take you a long or short to get your order, so it really depends on you. And there you have it, how to buy a Viet Phục garment. Please let me know in the comments if this video is helpful, if you are planning to buy any Viet Phục soon, or if you have any question about buying Viet Phục. I would be happy to answer them. See you next time.